Welcome to the Career Pathways Google Classroom tutorial. In this tutorial, I will show you how to access and manage the Google Classroom. You should have received an email invite directly for the classroom that looks like this. If you scroll down a little bit, you should see this blue Join button. You want to click on the Join button, and it will take you to a separate tab. Now it's going to say that you've been invited to join the class, and so you click Join again. And from there it will take you directly into the classroom. And it will give you a little bit of tutorial if you've never accessed Google Classroom before. And so all you have to do is click Got It. Now from here, you're going to be in the stream. The stream is where class updates and announcements are posted, but the most important part of the class is in the classwork. So you are going to click on Classwork. And again, if it gives you this tutorial, you can read these hints and then click Got It. Now here is where you will access all your modules. Over on the left, you will see that it has all the topics, and you can toggle between topics as you are going through the classroom instead of scrolling. So you always have that option to just click on the topics. Now what you want to do is start from the top to the bottom. Now this Career Pathways Punch Clock is actually a Google form that will allow you to log your time. If you use a punch clock in your other classes, it is similar to that punch clock. And if you click on it, it will expand to show you how to use the punch clock. And down here is where you will access that clock. So when you come in, make sure that you come to this punch clock, click on the Google form, which will open up a new tab, fill it out, and then submit it. And then your time will start. When you're done for each session, you come back to the punch clock, sign out, and then submit again. So you can always just toggle between these tabs here at the top. Here is your classroom. If you want to minimize this module, just click on it again and it will minimize. Now here are all of your modules, like I had mentioned before. Step 1 is researching your career. So when you click on Module 1 for Step 1, it will show you a preview of the assignment. Now over here at the bottom left, you can click on View Assignment, and again, it will give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to turn things in, but here it will give you your instructions. So make sure to read the directions for every assignment. Most assignments, if not all assignments, have attachments. So these attachments will be at the bottom, and so you will click on those attachments and you will complete the assignments. And you'll notice that there is actually, in most modules, there is a Google Doc that will have your name on it, and when you click on that, it will open up a new tab and you will be able to type directly into that writing assignment. So all you have to do is just click over to the bottom of that and then hit enter a few times, and then you can write your response. Now in this case, it is centered, so you can always come up here to left align it and you can write your assignment. You do not have to do anything to save the assignment. It will auto-save every few seconds. Now you can turn it in right from here, and you'll notice that it's gray. Once you start typing and making changes, it will, sorry about that, it will save that. And again, you can just turn it in from there. You can always delete your changes, whatever you want to do, those will be done live, and then you can turn it in. Or you can come back over to the module and you can turn it in from there. You can also add comments to the instructor right there. Don't worry about that. If you don't have any comments, you don't have to leave them. But if you have some feedback right in the moment and you're afraid you're going to forget that feedback or questions, you can always put them here. The other thing to take note of is that every single module is assigned to a particular instructor. This may or may not be your instructor for your regular classes. So what you want to do is take note of that final sentence right there. And in this case, there are 2 instructors who will be able to help you out with this module. But if you have any questions or feedback or need any kind of help, just contact either that one teacher that's listed or one of the 2 teachers who are listed. So that is always available for you on every module. Also, I want to note that these private comments here over to the right will only be sent to the instructor. You can leave a class comment, but that comment will be visible to every student in the class. So if you want to share something publicly, you can do so. The other thing that I want to show you, if I'm going to go back up here. This will take me back to my main stream. I can go back to classwork, and this is where I was. I was in module 1, so that's why it's expanded. I can click here to minimize it. Every single step has a forum. So the forums are places for you to ask questions of your classmates or to share information. So in your modules, if you are finding some very interesting information as you do some of the research projects, you can share that with your classmates right here in the forum. So if you click on the forum, you can view the question, just like viewing assignments in the assignments. And here is the question for this forum. What are some challenges you faced? What advice would you give? And you can answer that question here in the forum. You can view other students' answers and you can respond to those answers. You can give comments or feedback to those answers. And this is a great opportunity for you and your classmates to have discussion threads. Each answer will have its own discussion thread. So please feel free to put in your feedback about this step, in this case step 1, here in the discussion forums. Make sure to use these discussion forums. They're for you, and they're for you to learn from each other and to teach each other. All right, so I'm going to go back here. I just went back to my classroom again. So again, I will emphasize that all of your work is in the classwork. Once you have turned in an assignment, okay, so let me go back over here to the assignment. Once you have turned in an assignment, it will gray out. And I realize that the color of this classroom is already gray, but it will become a lighter gray. So you will be able to see which assignments you've turned in, or if you've answered a question in the forum. Once you are done with all of these steps, you'll be able to see that they're all grayed out. Now at the bottom, there are some resources. These are not assignments, and there's nothing specifically that you need to do with these resources except take a look at them. So here, for example, there's the Goodwill Job Search Help. If you click, it will give you a preview of the description. If you go to view material, you'll be able to see the entire thing, and then you can click on the material. Again, there's nothing to turn in. It is just material for you to look at if you find that it is useful to you. And that is how you navigate through this classroom. Again, if you have any questions, every single module, if you view the assignment, every single module will have an instructor's email address where you can contact them if you have questions. You can also comment just like this says right here. And we are here for you every step of the way if you have any questions. Good luck with this classroom, and I hope that it gives you a lot of insight into your career pathway.